As an analyst, you appeared just plain silly. Your price tag and a buy rating put it below the Tesla stock. What more is departing from other dust stocks? Look at this. After 9 days of growth, Tesla's market capitalization now stands at $132 billion, surpassing the total value of GM and Ford in a span of 10 days. In just 10 days, Tesla has gained more than GM and Ford combined. At least future fund managing partner Gary Black believes that Tesla stock, which is currently trading at 248.30, is roughly where it was in 2020 before it increased sevenfold. For background, here is what transpired in 2020. The stock market valued Tesla at $177 billion in January of that year. That amount more than doubled to $658.39 billion by year's end. Later, on October 25, 2021, Tesla shares crossed the threshold to a $1 trillion market capitalization in less than a year. Even Tesla's owners were taken aback by the company's meteoric gain in shares over a brief period of time, but in a positive sense. Naturally, Gary Black now believes that Tesla stock, which is currently trading between $245 and $250, will rise as well, albeit not to the same extent as it did in 2020. Elon Musk's Cybertruck, as everyone is aware, the Cybertruck has generated a lot of controversy. In fact, ever since the company revealed that it has begun constructing validation and certification release candidates at the Gigafactory in Texas, the Tesla Cybertruck has been the subject of intense internet discussion. More and more Cybertruck fans are receiving news, and one Wall Street veteran is making some audacious forecasts. In light of this, Gary Black, co-founder of investing firm Future Fund ETFs, expressed to CNBC his optimism regarding the company and how it will benefit the company's stock prices. To make it even more distinctive, he went on to say that Tesla would sell its first electric pickup truck in large quantities. According to Black, the vehicle will promote itself while it is driving. He claims that it is magnificent, audacious, and large. Furthermore, 1.9 million pre-orders have already been placed, which is a very large amount. Delivery of this item is scheduled to begin at the end of the third quarter. Right around $50,000 will be the starting price for the base model, which will be available across the United States. It's possible that many orders won't result in actual sales, like a rolling billboard Black shared. But even so, they might drive traffic to Tesla's website and produce a halo effect, whereby happy customers get excited about a product because they've had positive experiences with the company's other offerings. Let's now hear this. Black asserted that because people will probably still be enthused about the Cybertruck, Tesla shares might soar in value the following year. Do you recall what happened to the price of Tesla stock in 2020? The reason for their sevenfold increase was the excitement about Model Y volumes, which saw growth increase from 36% in 2020 to 86% in 2021. According to Black, the same thing will occur the next year. It's not just Gary Black who thinks the Cybertruck will be a huge success for the company. This car competes with both everyone and nothing. If the Cybertruck turns out as good as it did at its introduction, that should be more than enough. Everything else, including the tech and features, is just frosting on the cake, according to Ivan Drury, an automotive analyst for the online vehicle marketplace Edmunds, who spoke with Insider earlier this year. He likened the Cybertruck to the Hummer, a similarly massive and unusable car that would appeal to both fanatics and well-off luxury consumers. Namely, the Cybertruck will be available to customers later in 2023, according to Musk, who also stated in May that we're finally going to start delivering production Cybertrucks later this year. If anything, the product exceeds Musk's expectations because it's the first entirely new Tesla product in years, and it arrives at a time when both the pickup truck market and Tesla could use some new ideas. The Cybertruck's pricing is still uncertain. In 2019, the firm estimated that it would cost $40,000, although Musk has subsequently stated that prices will vary widely. The lowest priced Tesla Model 3 model is approximately $40,000, while the most expensive Tesla model is $108,490 for the Plaid variation of the Model X. With a starting price of almost $200,000, Tesla Roadster is anticipated to be the priciest model when it goes into production. In light of this, Tesla is presently accepting refundable 100 deposit payments for its newest model. Cybertruck deliveries, according to Black, are probably going to be substantially higher than Wall Street forecasts. According to his observations, based on Tesla's ambitions to ramp up production to 375,000 units annually, the current Consensus delivery predictions for 2024 and 2025 are 91,000 and 160,000 units, respectively. The consensus projections, according to the expert, are at least $200,000 year off. He continued by saying that, assuming a $60,000 average selling price, a 20% gross margin, and a 1 to 15% tax rate, this gap is estimated to be worth 60 cents per share in the incremental profits per share forecast for 2025. According to Black, this additional earnings per share represents 10% of the estimated street-adjusted earnings per share for 2025, which is $6. Though we all know how bullish Tesla is, this may be up for discussion. In actuality, he predicted that the price of Tesla shares will double by 2025. It will likely be between 500 and 600 in 2025. Reiterated a few weeks ago, the statement made by Barron Capital's Ron Barron was made last year. Furthermore, Barron grabbed the shares and made 89% gains in just 2 years. It is noteworthy that Tesla has already increased by almost 140% so far this year, so Ron Barron's increased optimism is not that surprising. In an early Squawk Box episode this year, Barron also discussed his belief that Tesla's stock may reach $1,500 by 2030. Barron stated that he was not worried about market volatility, particularly given the present levels of customer demand for Tesla automobiles. Barron believes that the demand for Tesla products is currently at all-time highs and anticipates continued growth in the company's stock price in the years to come. The current demand for his autos is exceptional due to the significant increase in demand. According to Barron, he began investing in his business in 2014 when they were producing 31,000 automobiles annually. By 2030, he predicts 20 million automobiles. Before 2030, I envision shares at $1,500 each. Now that you know that more people are buying electric vehicles, EVs, and that we need to cut down on emissions, you may be wondering if you should invest in Tesla. It's probably safe to assume that demand for EVs will rise going forward, even though the EV market has seen significant competition. As a result, investors have flocked to purchase Tesla shares in recent years, making it the most valuable automaker in the world. 2020 was the first year that Tesla turned a profit, and the EV manufacturer has performed admirably ever since. To avoid lengthy explanations, keep in mind that purchasing Tesla shares entails purchasing a portion of the company, so the success of your investment depends on Tesla's future performance. If you choose to invest in Tesla, below are some things you should know about the company's recent financial performance. You will still need to conduct your own research, though. At the IPO price of $17 per share, a $1,000 investment in Tesla stock would have acquired you 58 shares, which, taking into consideration the 2020 Tesla stock split, would have been more valuable by the end of 2022 than $170,000. It's also important to remember that 2022 was not so kind to Tesla shares, as the price of the shares fell by 65%, mostly as a result of stock market volatility brought on by rising inflation. Partly resulting from Musk's acquisition of Twitter were also rising interest rates and overall economic concern. In the end, investing in Tesla should be a decision you make based on your own research. For those who are considering buying Tesla shares, be prepared for short-term volatility as the stock markets continue to react to economic uncertainty. Although the company's stock suffered greatly last year, this year looks to be better for Tesla. Whether it will continue to thrive remains to be seen. A couple items prior to departure: Tesla's energy generation and storage segment has been a significant contributor to its financial performance. These are just some factors that might help you decide. But keep in mind that there are also factors that would probably make you hesitate. Do your own research so you can make an informed decision. Tesla has had strong financial performance in recent years and has consistently exceeded expectations when it comes to revenue growth and profitability. To see more, subscribe. I'm grateful.